Welcome viewers to this class. This class is about notice writing. You know that notice writing is a common question in the class 12 board examination. If you prepare notice, advertisement and poster, then certainly there will be a question related to one of them in the examination. Notice is a very common question, and I hope all of you are in practice of writing notices. But there are a few things that I would like to remind you again. These tips will help you in writing good notice, and you can expect to get 4 out of 4 in the board exams. Notice is a short, brief, written composition in a formal, direct, and straightforward style to communicate a message among people. This notice can be about any event, about any program to be organized, and the notice can be given by an individual, and it can also be published by organizations, government institutions, and local self bodies. The most important thing about notice writing is that it should be very brief and to the point. In this video, I will tell you what are the different features of notices that you need to keep in your mind, and then I will show you an example in which the format of the notice will be exhibited. Always remember that you need to write the notice in a box, and when you go for writing the notice, you should prepare a rough draft of it and then give a final touch to it. When you attempt to write the notice, you should take these things in your mind. And now see what are the different features of a notice, or rather a good notice. Whenever we write the notice, write it in a box as you see it here. When you attempt to write the notice, make a box and cover it from 3 sides: side 1, side 2 and side 3. When you are able to finish your notice, then you should draw the 4th line and close the notice. In the box at the top in the center, you should write the name of the institution which has given the notice. After this, you write the word notice in deep capital letters. After writing notice, you write the heading or the title of your notice. Remember that the title should be in 5 or 6 words only. Then you see that there is a gap here, and in this gap you should write the date on which the notice is published. Sometimes if you write the date, it gets mixed up with the notice. In order to avoid this, a suggestion is that you should write the date in a slant manner, then it will remain unattached and it can be easily seen by the person. After writing the heading or title, you should leave a gap of 1 line. Remember that there is no fixed rule about leaving a gap of 1 line. It is done only to maintain clarity of your answer and it is done to give a good appearance to your composition. Then you start writing the main content of the notice. In the main content, you should mention what is happening, when is it happening, and where is it happening. After this, you have to mention what has the reader to do in this regard. That means he has to, how he can participate in it, how can he give the name, and what is the role of the writer going to be in this regard. You also have to mention last date if it is needed, if it is required, last date of submitting the name, submitting the contribution, etc. Then you have also to write whom to contact, who is the going to be the contact person in this regard, and whom the uh, the reader of the notice has to contact. You should also maintain that your notice should be brief, it should be to the point, and it should be self-sufficient. Means after reading the notice, there should not be any doubt in the mind of the reader regarding the action that he or she has to take. This is the best way to judge whether your notice is a good one or not. If it is self-sufficient, then it certainly is a good notice. You write the things in third person narration. You do not mention I, we pronouns which reflect the personal pronouns, personal or first person pronouns. You should always go for third person narration. When you have completed the notice, you should write the name of the person who has given the notice. This name is generally given in the question paper. After name, you write the post of the person who has given the notice, and then you write the department if it is required. Sometimes the name of the department is not mentioned. In the example, I will tell you what to do if the department is also mentioned there. This way, you will be able to write a good notice and you will be able to touch all the required aspects of notice writing. Now imagine your question is to write a notice about a sports training camp which is going to be organized by the school. In this situation, the format of your notice will be just like this. First of all, you have mentioned the name of the institution, ABC High School Dhanbad. Then you have mentioned the date, 29th April 2020. Then the word notice. Here you see that the date is very close to notice. In order to avoid this, you can write the date in a slant manner. After this, the heading is given sports training camp, and then you proceed to write the content part of your notice. Now see, if the person who has given the notice has the name Kamal, then he will write the thing. In the place of name, he has written Kamal, and the post is secretary, and the department is activity club. If there is no department mentioned, then you can conclude the notice by writing the name of the writer Kamal and then the post, that is secretary. This way you will be able to write a good notice, and if your notice is flawless and full of content, then you can get 4 out of 4 in the board exams.